You are the one that is choosing to suffer. Now really let that land. When you fully take responsibility and control over your emotional state and know that you can change it, you then can go from suffering to succeeding. I'm going to give you a bit more detail about this, guys. And if we start by acknowledging that we are biologically programmed to simply survive, this means that we look into our future and we always see hazards ahead. These hazards may be things like confrontation, criticism, judgment, fear of loss, whether that be a person that we love or whether that be in a financial situation or a career. We are always programmed to see all of the hazards ahead that are keeping us in survival. Now in this, when we are experiencing this fear or anxiety or whatever emotion is attached to that biological programming, we go into a state that absolutely does not serve us. We go outside of our body. We get outside of our body and we get to do things like breathe, and this amplifies the state. So then we're going into complete anxiety and panic, and our breath is our greatest gift. So when you are feeling this fear, when you are feeling the anxiety that's attached to any emotions, number one, don't become identified with it. And number two, breathe in to the bottom of your belly. This is the center of gravity. This is your center of gravity. This is going to automatically bring you back into your body so that you can react and respond in a very effective way. This is the first tip. When you are back in your body in that state of calm, then you can ask yourself a really powerful question, because the quality of your questions is going to determine the quality of your answers. If you're asking questions like, why is this happening to me throughout your entire life, you are always going to find evidence of that, as opposed to how is this happening for me? But the really important question that I want you to ask yourself in this scenario is, what do I choose to focus on instead? You can choose to focus on all of the hazards that you have in your life, and you're going to come up with an accumulation of things that you have to avoid. But in this scenario, you can choose to focus on what you already do have. You can choose to focus on the fact that you woke up this morning, that you have food on the table, that you have a roof over your head, that you have people in your life that love and support you. A lot of us will even complain about things like getting out of bed and preparing our children breakfast, or packing school lunches, or doing the school drop-off. And the reality of it is that you actually get to do this because you have happy and healthy children. You have the ability yourself to get out of bed in the morning because you have woken up, and some people didn't even get that chance. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me, or I have to do this, you in fact get to do this because you get to spend another day as human. So stop taking life for granted. Stop taking those things for granted. Don't wait for the day that it all falls apart and then you wish you appreciated it along the way. Today, change your focus. When you feel that fear, when you feel that anxiety, get back into your body, breathe into your belly, really ground yourself and ask yourself a better question. What do I choose to focus on instead? Because your life is going to play out in accordance.